Yo, what's going on, y'all? I was going for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. Yo, so, y'all know how we do it, and all the things of the world. Of the things. It's your boy, DiamondKesawn, and I'm back at it on the 1 and the 2. Listen, y'all, so it's been a minute since I've done this, but I got to do a film review because, when I tell you. So last night, it was date night, y'all. Anyways, so I went to see the new film that's out with Jason Statham called Shelter. Baby, let me tell you. Now, here we go. Here's the overview. On a remote coastal island, a former assassin living in self-imposed exile rescues a young girl from a deadly storm. As their lives start to intertwine, he must protect the orphan while battling enemies from his past. So, that alone had me like, oh, now, first of all, Jason Statham as an actor, I absolutely adore all of his bodies of work. So I was drawn to it by that. But then that overview drew me in. However, it didn't stop there. Let me let y'all hear this trailer, cause baby, when you hear this trailer, you understand how we got there.
Does the name Michael Mason ring any bells?
Mason isn't just an assassin. He's a precision instrument. He was one of the first of elite operatives.
Then what happened?
I bring you supplies week after week, yet you never leave here. Why is that? Most people just say thank you.
Don't ever come up here again.
We have a retinol match.
Send them.
What's happening?
Don't make a sound. Don't come out until I come for you.
Weapons free. Kill target on sight.
Alpha team, come in.
They're all gone.
Who is that? Who are these guys?
I'm up the reservation with baggage. You need to throw everything you've got at him.
Are they going to arrest you?
It's not the police I'm worried about. The people that are doing this broke the only rule that matters to them.
His profile's been altered.
Our target is not who we thought. I want him taken in alive.
I need a way out for her. She's just a kid who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Come on!
Look at you. No country, no badge. You're gone.
Not gone. Unshackled.
But listen, y'all. Okay, so y'all heard. Okay, so y'all heard it. So naturally, because the movie did what it did, I had to get some opinion of somebody else. So I brought my boy of the boys of the boys. What's going on, King Antonio?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, that's how you gonna say it? Okay.
Look,
so
I'm a little nervous, but
so mind you, y'all, King Antonio got a whole podcast with 95,000 episodes. He be arguing with people, telling his opinions. He's like the Wendy Williams of young black boy podcasting. But okay, he's nervous. So, King Antonio, you seen Shelter also, right?
I did.
So let's talk like this. In your opinion, scale of 1 to 10, what do you think about Shelter? Where does it fall on your scale breakdown and why?
I would give it a good 9.5.
Oh, okay, a 9.5. So then, let me ask the harder question. What could it have done to have got that extra 0.5 to be a 10?
I think the startup, I was like, where's this going? It took a minute for me, in my opinion, for the action to kick in.
Okay.
But I know that's it takes some time to get to the plot and all of those things. Um, but overall, it was a good movie. I cried, a
You
little
really did.
bit.
Oh my, I gotta tell you about that.
But overall, yeah, I liked it. It was good. It was good.
Okay. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, I would honestly say I'm gonna do a 10 out of 10, and I'm gonna do a 10 out of 10. Obviously, I mean, I may be a little bit biased because I love Jason Statham, but I thought the movie was good. Now, I understand what you're saying by the beginning was a little bit drawn out. However,
Yes.
based on how the story went, I think the beginning had to be what it was because it laid such a foundation. Now, listen, I ain't gonna lie now, that whole first scene at the lighthouse with the dog just walking back. Now that could have been cut down, saved me about a good 3.5 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, but okay. But I'm gonna still give my movie a 10 out of 10. Shout out to Ric Roman Waugh, Waugh. Forgive me if I am pronouncing it wrong, but he directed the hell out of this movie. So okay, so 9.5 out of 10 for you, 10 for me. Now the plot as a whole, the central conflict of the plot. What was your take? So my take on it was, I felt like the conflict, for the most part, was Jason Statham. His character's name is Mason. So for the most part, the conflict was all Mason in his past, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, as the movie went on, we got introduced to the conflict of Bill Nighy, who was the director of MI6.
Correct.
And you remember what happened with him and the whole scandal and the whole that. So I was like, oh, so the central conflict, even though it was all Mason, the director of MI6 played a large piece in the backstory to that and how that played out. What's your opinion on that?
Well, my opinion is Bill Nighy, if that's how you say it, excuse me. I ended up not liking him.
Okay,
Because,
talk about it.
as you said, we came to find out that, without giving too much away, he was behind the reasoning of Jason, basically,
Mason?
well, I meant to say Mason. I said
Oh,
Jason.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Mason, thank you. He was, like, kind of hiding out,
Okay.
trying to not be in the world, I guess you could say.
That's that exile piece, y'all. Right there.
And I can't remember the character's name, but Naomi.
Yes.
She was like,
baby
I
girl,
didn't like her.
Miss Naomi Growl.
Yeah, she was trying to figure out what's going on here. And, her and the other girl, the IT girl, they were like kind of doing the back work to see, okay, how come when we send this, something else is transpiring, something's happening. But overall with Bill, I just didn't like his character. I mean, I think it's good for the movie because
Of course, we had to have a villain.
But for what Mason got, I guess, what's the word, exiled for, or he was hated for by Bill, I understood why he didn't do what he did. Why he didn't do what he didn't do. It's like, I'm not finna be a lapdog for you. I have a conscience.
Speaking of lapdog, you know what I loved about Naomi's character?
Yeah.
She never just took the answer at face value.
Right.
She didn't trust anyone's research but her own, and she dug. But baby, Bill had cameras everywhere. We're gonna talk about that. So, okay, so definitely the conflict was all Mason. Bill's character played a strong piece of it, but baby, Mason gave it to you through the whole movie. Now, as far as like his character goal, right? I don't know. Like, okay, what do you think the character goal was, right? Because I think as you went through the movie, for me, there was these pivots, right? Like it went from him to her to her to him to him to her to her to him, and I think ultimately how it ended, I would say I think it was her. But what's your take on his goal as Mason as the film transpired?
Like Mason's goal overall?
Yeah, with his actual character.
I think he did a great job. The job of protecting the orphan that ended up in the mix or the problem, puzzle, however you want to call it. it kind of tugged on me, him and the orphan's
Yeah,
relationship.
because you cried.
As I told you, I have two beautiful nieces. Shout out to my babies. And just to see him protect this girl while still having to kick ass, because he was kicking ass in the movie, I loved it. I felt like there was parts where it was given like he's the father of this orphan. We both kind of was like, are they connected?
I was like, let me find out. We gonna find out he was her father. I was like,
He stepped into like a father role, but at the end of the day, he just wanted to
after the
protect her.
dog.
Jack, yes.
Shout out to Jack. So, okay, tell me this. With this movie, though it was an action movie, do you feel that the major theme of it was more of a redemption? Was it more justice? Was it more grief? Like as far as the theme of the film overall, what do you think in your mind as you think back over the film as a whole? What is the redemptive theme, or I'm sorry, the theme overall of this film?
I could say redemption is one of them. Without giving away too much, what Mason ended up achieving was needed because I felt like he still would be on the run today if he didn't do what he did. I don't feel like he wanted to do it because, like I said, we found out he had a conscience. He's not just going to off people just because someone tells him to. But at some point, he had to because if not, he would have been on the run forever. So I think redemption was a good one.
So I definitely think the major theme for me, I'll agree, is redemption. But then I think with this film, how it was so well put together, I think there's an undertone of justice that goes along with the redemption. But then there's this sneak in tone of grief. And we ain't gonna say why, but there's this moment of grief. That actually, there's a few moments of grief captures.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a lot
that.
of grief.
Yeah. So I love how, even though grief may not have been a major theme to the film, I love how it was sprinkled in there so much that you don't forget about the grief element along with the justice. And as we know, Mason was about that road to what? Redemption. Now, you said you didn't like the character who Bill played. How did you like Mason as a whole? Jason Statham bringing the character of Mason to life.
I loved his character. I love him as an actor. I've seen him in multiple movies. This was another one. Like, okay, you did your thing. Again, like taking on the father / we could say uncle role, like protecting. Cause we can't leave out the orphan. We're gonna get to her.
Of course.
But while out there saving her for one, numerous times. I don't know how many. Being there for her when she really didn't have nobody else but him. They kind of tugged on your heart when she didn't want to leave him at certain parts, and he knew that's what he had to do to keep her safe and keep her happy. Or I don't know. It's just I think he did an amazing job. That's the best way to put it.
I absolutely concur. I think for me, his character was perfect, right? It had this grit to it. It had this void to it, right? I remember sitting in watching the first part of the film, and I was like, "Where's this gonna go?" Because he was so empty almost,
Yeah,
and so void. So I was like, But then, like, it really, I'm serious. I was just like, But baby, Ward Parry, Parry, Ward Parry, wrote the hell out of this movie because as you went scene by scene, for me, you were on the edge of your seat the whole time because there were so many twists and turns. Baby, this was the longest night ever in this movie, child. I felt like it was one whole long night, but there were so many twists and turns and so many, oh my gosh, is she going? Is he going? It was like, yo.
I think one of the favorite moments of mine was the car chases.
Of course it was.
The way he was still maneuvering that wheel, but making sure the orphan, she's safe, she's okay. The other friend that, was along for the ride, like, he was still in a protective mode in everything he did, and I loved it about it.
Now tell me this, in your opinion, because you said you loved the car chases.
Yes.
How did you feel about the music in this film? Do you feel that the music, scene by scene, matched, or were there any moments that you was like, child, why this song right here? Why this song at all? I'll be honest, for me, I loved it. I think and even though like it wasn't a lot of like songs, like a lot of like songs with actual lyrics, it was more so beats that set a tone and a vibe.
Yes.
But I think it was perfect. Like they knew when to increase it so I could be more engaged. They knew when to like tone it down so I could pay more attention to the dialogue. So for me, it matched like perfectly.
Yeah, I agree with that. There were subtle moments with the music. There were, like, the chase scenes. It took it up a bit. The club scene, of course, Party in the USA.
Okay.
I think the music did well. The soundtrack, I haven't heard it yet, but I'm sure it's pretty decent.
I don't know if they would have one for this kind of movie. Shout out to whoever did the music for Shelter, because you did just like this, as a matter of fact. Like, music by David Buckley. Shout out to David Buckley. You knew what you was doing in this whole movie, David Buckley.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Tell me this. For what this film was, for it to be an action film, and for the intensity that the film carried, was there not enough dialogue, too much dialogue, or just enough dialogue between all characters?
I would say just enough.
Just enough?
I don't think it was overly too much.
Okay.
And I don't think it wasn't enough. I think it was just enough. It was pretty decent. It was good.
I like it. Well, so this movie,
think, as far as the dialogue?
I think it was just enough, right? Because, especially, mind you, in this movie, there's two villains. There is Bill's character. Is it Bill? Child, did I say his name was Bill? Yeah, it's Bill. Bill's character. Then it's the character who Jason is going up against.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who Bill sends, Bronson Webb.
Okay.
I believe that's who played it. But I think the dialogue between him and his arch nemesis, how they were fighting, was perfect. Like the way in which there was so much silence between them, but the silence was so intense, and it intensified the fight scenes, the chase scene. Child, I was in that movie. I said, I want an Audi, because baby, the way that Audi was tearing that road apart, child. But I love whoever casted this movie understood how to play off of the characters, because the looks went with the story, the fashions was listen. Even the slum gear was cute. Like they really brought it together. I love it. I loved it as a whole. I love it in its entirety. Now tell me this. In your opinion, with this movie, as we think about the emotional impact of it all, laugh, cry, think, feel, tense, upset, angry, what was your main emotional feel towards the film? Or what was the emotional feel you got from viewing it, I should say?
Again, a man who cares about his integrity, his conscience, a protector, a man who, if he gets hired to do a job, he's going to do it, but at the same time, he's not just going to do anything you tell him to do. I don't want to make like the whole movie is sappy and you cry the whole movie, because there's just moments of that, for me at least. But I think overall, it just was a good movie. Like you said, it was on the edge of your seats. It took a minute to pick up, but when it picked up, it went up.
I'll agree. So overall, for me, I didn't cry, y'all. I didn't cry.
Well, let me say, I teared up. I didn't bawl. I teared up.
The movie for me definitely had a feel of excitement, right? It wasn't sappy, even though there was these personal, deep, grief-related kind of moments, they weren't overdone. Like, they fit the storyline, they fit the tone, but they weren't overdone. So the movie definitely carried a level of excitement for me, and it gave me a feel of like just this feeling of a rush of adrenaline, as if I had just took like 3 shots of espresso type of thing, because it was just boom boom boom. Now y'all know King Tonio said it took too long to take off. However, once it did, and baby, it did. Now, final verdict on this film, I gotta ask you, when it comes to the audience appeal, what age group comes to mind in your opinion, King Tonio, when you think of this film?
I want to say maybe 21 and up, but I can't because of, again, the orphan in the movie. So I feel like you can take a teenager with you and they might get a grasp and understand, like, this is real life stuff. Maybe not so much, the feds and they're trying to kidnap this person or whatever, but I would say 16 and up. We'll start there.
16 and up. I definitely think the core age group for me for this film would be like a 25 to 45.
Really?
And I give this 20-year break because I think even though the girl in the film, the orphan, is a teen, I don't think teens would be as much drawn to her story, but I definitely think the overall theme is something that would capture a younger demographic. But I think the story is so meaty that it may not be too young. So that's why I say 25. And then I go up to 45, which I want because I'm 41 and fine. But anyway, so outside of that, but also the characters in this film are slightly older, right? Everybody's not 21. Yeah. So it's this film of seasoned talent that looks good and has a draw to it. So I definitely think for me, the core would be this like sprinkle of 25 to 45 as a whole, I'll be honest. And then, ultimate question.
But before you do the ultimate question, I just want to add the reason why I say 16 and up because of the action. Like, a lot of teens are drawn to the action movies. I get what you're saying about the storyline as a whole, but I definitely think some teenagers might resonate with it just because of the action.
So what's the age group?
16 and up, as I said.
16 and up is in the age group. What's the age group?
16 to 40. Let's go there.
Damn, that's right. Okay, 16 to 40.
I don't know.
All right. So, ultimate question as we get ready to close out the film review of Shelter. Keep in mind, y'all, in case y'all forgot, we're talking Shelter, starring Jason Statham, directed by Ric Roman Waugh, written by Ward Parry. And guess what, y'all? Jason even was one of the producers on this film. My boy put up his own money to make this movie happen. Come on, Jason. Now, ultimate question as we get ready to close out. TikTok. King Tonio TikTok. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being a hell no and 10 being an absolutely positively supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, what are the chances you would rewatch this film?
A 10.
Oh,
I'll see it again.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna lie. On a scale of 1 to 10, the rewatchability of this film for me is a 27.95. I'm definitely gonna watch it again. Don't be surprised if it ends up in my Apple Music purchases or something because it gave what I needed it to give. Now, the movie's been doing its thing. It came out January 20th, okay? I seen it January 31st. So, according to the numbers, as of February 1st, 2026, the film has only grossed $13 million worldwide.
But let's also remember, take into account, that many people aren't going to the movies. It's the streaming world, the streaming era. So,
well, according to this opening weekend, it got overshadowed by the new release of the Melania movie because she brought in $7 million.
Oh, interesting.
So, according to Google, this ain't me, y'all. This is Google. Google said, produced with a $50 million budget, the film is considered a significant box office disappointment or flop for Black Bear Pictures. Damn, I hate that.
Either way, it was an amazing movie. So they better get up and go look at it, go see it.
Then they go on to say, according to the performance context, the opening is noted as one of the lowest of Statham's career, with some analysts having projected a weak final run around $15 million. Oh, I don't care. I'm gonna see it again and again and again.
Yeah,
I think it's crazy how a movie, like a film in itself as a body of work, can look so different when you look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Men lie, women lie, but the what?
The numbers don't.
So in this case, I don't care what the numbers say. The movie was good. However, like you said, y'all got to go see Shelter for yourself. I would love to hear y'all's opinion. Comment, send me a DM. Let me know y'all stuff Disney, what y'all think about Shelter, the new movie. I mean, I doubt it's going to be in the theaters too much longer, so y'all may want to just like grab it on streaming or something, but go see it, get into it, make it do what it do.
You will enjoy it.
Yay. He said what he said. But until next time, as always, I'm your boy DiamondKesawn, and
I'm King Tonio.
Baby, you already know what it is. I'm out.
This is a DiamondKesawn production.